A gold trophy sits on a high shelf, untouched for 11 years. 11 years ago it faced his door, angled so you saw it first. The man in the gray Henley was very good at game number 7. He quit 6 of these games without much trouble. The 7th one took him 11 years, and it is the one almost nobody can put down. None of these games are about money. They are about being seen. He has the money. What changed is whose scoreboard he plays on. Here are the first 6, one line each. Number 7, he stopped needing to be seen arriving. Number 6, he stopped needing the last word. Number 5, he stopped competing over who was busiest. Number 4, he stopped measuring himself against a screen. Number 3, he stopped needing to be in the room. Number 2, he stopped needing the biggest name. That is 6. Number 1 took 11 more years. Everyone is free to quit. None cost him a client. Order matters. Each one makes the next one easier. Number 7 you could drop before dinner tonight. Number 1 is the one you will argue with me about. He is not a monk. He runs a company. He eats at good restaurants and drives a decent car. He stopped paying for people to know about it. Game 7 is the arrival, and it lives in a parking lot. He circled for 20 minutes to get the space by the door. Not for the walk, for the 10 seconds people saw him. 20 minutes a day is roughly 80 hours a year. 2 working weeks spent being seen arriving. Now he parks in the back row, on purpose. Nobody noticed in 11 years. Game 7, gone in a week. Every game here works the same way. Somebody else keeps score. If you want the rest, subscribe. This channel is built for this. Call it the scoreboard tax. Attention paid so people know you are fine. He paid it for 20 years and never saw a bill. Here is what people get wrong about him. Of those 6, which would be hardest for you to drop? Tell me below. He is not humble. He never became humble. The tax is never money. It is time and nerve. He just ran out of interest in other people's scoreboards. Quitting a status game is not pretending you do not care. He cared. He moved the scoreboard indoors, one game at a time. Number 6 is where it first cost him something. Game 6 is needing to be right out loud. He was usually right. That was the hard part. In one meeting, he corrected a client 3 times in 40 minutes. He won every point at the table and lost the room. The work went to someone who was wrong more politely. Status just means the score other people keep on you. He gave himself one line. Say it once, then stop. If they do not take it, that is information. Within 2 months his arguments went from 9 a week to 2. He kept every opinion. He stopped needing a verdict. Game 6, gone in 90 days. Game 5 is the exhaustion contest. Almost everybody is entered. Someone asks how you are, you say slammed, and it feels good. His calendar ran 62 hours a week, and he liked showing it. Not the work, the full calendar. 2 different pleasures. He counted the hours he had actually chosen. About 20. The other 42 existed so nobody could say he was coasting. He blocked 4 hours every Friday and told nobody why. A year later those hours are what he defends hardest. Nobody has ever asked what he does with them. Game 5, gone in one calendar. Game 4 is measuring your own life against a screen. His phone said 2 hours and 40 minutes a day. He was not jealous. He was calibrating. That is the sneaky part. Every scroll updated a ranking he never agreed to. Comparison just means importing somebody else's scoreboard into your head. He deleted nothing and announced no detox. 3 apps came off the front screen. The phone slept in the kitchen. 2 weeks later the daily number read 51 minutes. His money did not change. The measuring stopped. Game 4, gone in 2 weeks. Game 3 is needing to be in the room. He said yes to 31 events in 1 year. He wanted to attend about 6 of them. The other 25 were attendance as evidence. Evidence that he counted, filed with people not counting. Being in the room feels like access. Unused access is a photograph. So he chose 3 events for the year and dropped the rest. 2 people asked where he had been. At home, he said, nothing collapsed. No door shut. No client left. The 3 he chose got his whole attention. Game 3, gone, and it handed back 25 evenings. Game 2 is needing your number bigger than his number. For him the number was staff. 11, then 19, then 26. Every hire filled another desk. None made the work better. He was not building a team. He was building a headline. So he asked one blunt question about every role. Would I hire this person if nobody could see the list? 7 of those roles did not survive the question. He fired nobody. He stopped replacing the people who left. 18 months later, 19 people, and the calmest year yet. His rival still posts the head count every quarter. Game 2, gone in 18 months. 6 games down. For years, start to finish. Then 11 more years on the last one. He could name it. He wrote it on a card in his wallet. Naming it changed nothing for 9 of those years. The first 6 belonged to strangers, colleagues, and rivals. You can park in the back row. You can skip the event. You can leave the argument. You can leave the phone alone. The 7th scoreboard was held by the people he loved. You do not walk out of that room. You live in it. His parents, his oldest friend, the person he married. 6 audiences he could walk away from. 1 he could not. With that audience, the game stops looking like a game. It looks like being a good son, a reliable friend. When his company had its worst year, he said everything was fine. It was not fine. Revenue was down 34%. He was not protecting them. He was protecting a picture. 9 years went by with him managing what they believed. The odd part is that nobody in that room kept score. They just wanted him at dinner. That was the scoreboard. He needed 11 years to believe that one sentence. Game 1. He stopped needing anyone to know he was doing well. Not strangers. Not colleagues. Not the people at his own table. That is the whole thing. It sounds small until you try it. Try it for 1 week. Have a good week and tell nobody. No update. No mention. No correction when somebody assumes otherwise. He says the first month felt like a room with the lights off. Here is what it was costing him in real money. To keep the picture steady, he took 2 deals he never wanted. One paid $12,000 and burned 4 months of his year. The other cost him a partner worth more than the deal. The other 6 cost him time. This one cost him judgment. Judgment is the only thing in his business that compounds. The day he stopped narrating results, his decisions got better. He is not hiding anything. He is just not announcing it. Game 1. 11 years. The only one that paid him back in money. So, back to that trophy on the high shelf. He did not throw it away. He is proud of it. He just moved it somewhere nobody walks past. 11 years of dust, and nobody has ever asked. If this landed for you, hit like. It helps it reach people. Here is your 10-minute version for tonight. Pick the best thing that happened to you this week and tell nobody. Not a test, not a rule. 10 minutes of not reporting in. Which audience would be hardest to go quiet with, strangers or family? You already know your answer. That is the interesting part. If you want more of this, subscribe. This channel is built for that. He is doing better than almost everyone in his life knows. That is not a secret. It is a scoreboard he stopped filling. The trophy stays up there, dusty, facing the wall. He sleeps fine.